Good afternoon, colleagues, guests, and also especially Minkyoung. Thank you so much for taking time out of your afternoon to participate in our Masters of Education in Curriculum and Instructions showcase. This is an important week for our candidates, actually an important month for our candidates as we started off our week before spring break with our curriculum planning showcase, and we're continuing on today with the first of two showcases that we'll have from our education technology candidates. For the guests and visitors that do not know me, my name is Dr. Nicole Kendall-Arigi. I'm professor and EdTech coordinator in the Department of Teaching and Learning here at Tennessee State University. I would like to take the time to welcome my colleagues and dynamic individuals of our EdTech team, starting off with Dr. Robbie Melton. I think I saw her pop in, but she may be hiding. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Dr. Robbie Melton is not only a member of our EdTech team, but she is also the Dean of the Graduate School. So I'm sure when she has a moment, her camera, she's already alerted me that the graduate school still is functioning while we're doing this. So Minkyoung, please don't be deterred if her camera pops on or off. She's just kind of handling some business behind the scenes, but as our candidate, before you can attest, she is actively engaged and will be listening to your presentation today. Also, I would like to introduce Dr. Shomei Lin. I see her on the call. Dr. Lin.
Hi.
Good afternoon. So we're excited. So colleagues, I do see my other TSU colleagues, Dr. Arnold Johnson, and also I see Jessica. I'm going to totally butcher your name, but I'm going to give it a shot. Is it Van Ostal?
Yes, great job.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here and being an advocate and support for Minkyoung. So candidates and also guests, please know that our candidates are provided with a rubric prior to our meeting today so that they are aware of the evaluation criteria in which they will be assessed on during their showcase. The committee specifically has been provided with their ePortfolio link a week before today, so we have an opportunity to review some of the technical and visual aspects that align with our specialized standards. But now there's the real meat and potatoes because Minkyoung will have 30, and we call them impact minutes, to basically tell her story and share what she has brought to this program, but specifically her research interest and topic that has guided her work. Before I stop, I'm going to pause right quick because I do see that Dr. Melton, her camera's come on, so I definitely want to make sure that I introduce her. Dr. Melton, I let everyone know that the graduate school is still working and operating, but I definitely wanted Minkyoung to see you and for you to say good afternoon.
And you all know life is good, and I'm looking forward to this presentation. And I had the opportunity to work with Minkyoung, and I know she's going to do fine. She might be a little nervous, but you are going to do this.
Thank you so much, Dr. Melton, and also Dr. Cheryl CA, who is also equally busy. We have the busiest people on campus. So Dr. CA, good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
As I was stating, Minkyoung, you have 30 impact minutes, so we want them to be fun, engaging. We want you to be comfortable in telling your story and your journey throughout this program, and as it pertains to the 9 criteria that you saw on your showcase rubric. So I first want to let everyone know that this session is being recorded because we feel this is a very supportive remediation and also support tool for our candidates, just to see what we are seeing after the session is over. Also, after Minkyoung completes her presentation, the guest, you will be able to leave the session and go about your afternoon, and you'll be notified when that particular process occurs. So Minkyoung, I'm going to go ahead and let you see if you can share your screen. I hope I have released those features as a host. So I'll give you a moment and I'll stop sharing for a moment just to make sure that I'm not interfering with that. And we do ask just so there's no interference and interruption in her presentations that guests and visitors, if you would please keep your computers on mute, as well as keep your cameras off, so that way eyes and attention can be focused on Minkyoung and that there's no interference in her presentation. So at this time, Mink, I will turn it over to you to allow you to share your screen. And your 30 minutes will begin once you begin speaking. So whenever you're ready, you have the floor.
Yeah. Hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, good afternoon. I'm Minkyoung Park. Thank you for coming to my research presentation. First, I will briefly introduce myself. I'm from Korea. I majored in home economics education and university, and I taught home economics and technology at Daewon High School in South Korea for a long time. Korean education is focused on entrance examination of university, and competition is fierce. So Korean high school students usually study all day from 8 a.m. to 10, 11. In addition to school studies, they go to private institution and self-study. Classes usually have important goals for exam and grades. In this educational environment, I always ask, how can I enjoy learning and teaching? Home economics deal with life problems. Teaching far from real life is meaningless. However, most classes consist of textbook and notes. I gained student interest and participation in classes to present various materials and activities, but there has been a limit. I tried to find the answer in educational technology. This course has enabled me to learn the possibility and great value of the use of technology in the field of education. Before starting this course, the only education skill I could use were document writing and making PowerPoint and video recording. These courses were not easy for me, but now I enjoy learning how to use various webs and apps and how to apply them to my classes. I thank all professors. And now I'm going to introduce my topic to an animation.
Hello, I'm Mink. I am a teacher. I am going to present my research topic. While teaching students in high school for a long time, I always thought about how to have fun in class. No. Boring. No, only knowledge. The solution is technology.
Yes, my topic is integrating technology into home economics classes. I think this will enable education that improves student-centered and student participation. And it is also very necessary for students living in the digital age. I designed the classes with 3 expectations: improving the way to solve various problems in daily life creatively and independently, and provide active participation, and providing learning opportunity according to individual learning differences. And finally is provide the improvement of the capacity required of a student living in the digital age, especially communication, collaboration, and critical thinking and creativity. For this purpose, I choose 2 class models, flip class learning, which is widely used in educational technology, and problem-based learning is widely used in home economics education. Flip learning is suitable for online, face-to-face, mixed classes anywhere. And this allows students to learn materials provided outside the classroom according to their learning speed. In the classroom, students are engaged in activities centered on assignment based on their pre-study knowledge. Problem-based learning is suggest how to help solving problems and practice. It's emphasized in home economics education. For this, I use the EdTech model. The EdTech model provides a structured framework to help creative, effective learning contents. This model is consists of 5 steps: analyze, design, develop, implement, and evaluate. In the first step, in analyze, I analyze the characteristic of learners and the characteristic of environment for Korean students. And I said class goal is cultivate knowledge, attitude, and ability to practice a health diet, and develop student digital literacy skills using various educational tools. So I selected 5 contents, elements, and problems. What are the nutrients, and what nutrients are contained in the food? What is an adolescent's diet for health growth? How can I have a health diet? And how can I and my family have a health diet? For educational technology class goal, I refer to ACT standard that have had a more clear definition of educational technology and a great influence on history of educational technology. I chose classes tools for this following. Create a learning experience that provides the right tools and support for all learners to succeed. Student-centered learning experience design. Providing a flexible learning path through multimedia. Develop collaborative skills through communication with colleagues, and suggest tasks and tools improve digital literacy. And selected accessible webs or apps that reflect our school situation. Especially in my school, we don't have an educational platform yet, so it was necessary to select tools that were easy to share and easy to upload. Based on the analysis, I tried design and development. For class design, I applied the gamification plan as a teaching strategy to solve 5 problems. This is a plan that gives the student a clear standard for evaluation and lead a sense of accomplishment and cooperation in their activities. I provide missions and standard for step-by-step batch gaining. So yeah, it's my junior nutrition expert digital literacy batch. So I designed this one, and these are 5 batches and 2 chances. And here are the capsules and first aid kit chances were used as a strategy to read student individual difference and cooperations. First aid kit is a function that teachers and other students are willing to help students with weak learning, and it can encourage students not to give up the course. And the other capsule chance can be received when a student finds and informed a better way other than the tools by teacher. In fact, the tools I suggest has a limitation because they are ones that I can use familiarly. So it needs a strategy to encourage students to find better tools to achieve class goals. And next is I arranged the learning contents and activities in a way that promotes efficient knowledge acquisition. According to Bloom's taxonomy, knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. First, as follows, the goals and activities of home economics were arranged from low level to high level. It's 5 programs. And next is goal and activities for using tools. In the beginning, it was suggested simple webs and apps use and gradually creative and improve products and utilization. Yeah, level 1. This step's goal is red one is home economics education, and purple is technology education goals. Is water nutrients and the water function of nutrients. Learn tools for gaining knowledge and learn how to use tools to help structural knowledge. Yeah. Out of class, students study basic knowledge of nutrients through the resources like Khan or YouTube or Google Classroom. And in classroom, students learn about using mapping app and map nutrients. I expect this activity help to improve student memory. And also students check their knowledge through the quiz app. They can check what they have learned and make up, and unload and review. This is the second level. The following is a second level program and goals. Outside of the classes, students study nutrient in food based on their knowledge of nutrient. In the classroom, students learn and produce pamphlet using Adobe Creative Cloud Express. Select one nutrient and produce a pamphlet of a food that are contained, and select one food and produce pamphlet of nutrient contained. I think this work, visualizing at a glance like this, is a process of multiplicating and organizing knowledge more. And students present their work and learn through mutual feedback and make up and upload, review, and evaluation. Next is level 3. The following is third level's problem and goals. And out of classroom, students study and the nutrient need for other sense and find out the problem of one's own diet. And in class, They participate on survey at the millimeter and check one's diet with colleagues. And they identify problem set topic in the group and produce solutions. So they created a team project and they presented their project and make up and upload. Yes. The next is level 4. The following is next first program and goals. Outside of the class, they study or choose an app to analyze or checking their diet for a week and find a problem and post it briefly. In classroom, students produce a video that presents a problem and solution. There are a lot of video editing apps, so students can choose and produce what they want. And they present their work and give mature feedback. Finally, is level 5. That is final level problems and goals. In this level, I present a more extended problem from I to family. Student creative an animation that analyze the diet problem of one family or other family members. So outside of class, they analyze the diet of one family member or whole family members. In the classroom, students learn how to use Animaker and make scenario and write scripts and produce them and present and make up their feedbacks. And these levels, students submit the result of all works they have created in these classes and on their web page. So next step is implement and evaluation step. During the implementation, teacher help individual student achievement through feedbacks, and teacher and student give feedbacks to each other and review the implemented classes. It is important to revise the course design based on student input with regard to knowledge acquisition and effective use of new understanding and skills. Yes, this is my research. It is not enough, but I'm going to keep supplementing in. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Minkyoung, for sharing your research topic as well as your focus on this integration of technology within this field of home economics. So at this time, audience, this is your cheer time, just to go ahead and give her some good warm vibes at this stage so that she can breathe and catch her breath. Great job. Before we depart, I do just want to thank the guests and visitors for your attendance and participation in today's showcase, and also your support of our master's program in education technology, or curriculum instruction with a concentration in education technology. So at this particular time, we are going to go ahead and release you to allow you to enjoy your lunch and the rest of your Monday afternoon. So you are welcome to log off at this particular time. So Mink, if you'll just go ahead and hold on for 1 second while we'll allow those individuals to depart. All right, and colleagues, thank you again. Minkyoung, so at this particular time, I'm going to pause the recording so that our committee can use this time to ask you questions or get points of clarification with regards to your presentation. Welcome back, Mink. So the committee has had an opportunity to discuss your showcase, and we want to commend you again and have it on record that we applaud you for availing yourself to the resources that would help you to confidently approach this process. We recognize that a huge part of your focus and some of your anxiety was your language barrier and making sure that you would be able to express what you wanted to say, and for us to understand the content of your focus on technology in the field of home economics. So with that, I hope that this translates over in any language. Good job and congratulations, you have completed and successfully passed your comprehension exam. I feel like clapping is a good thing in every country, but I have to get my diversity book and make sure to see. But that smile is what I need. So I think that translates across the board. Our happiness and our observation of your growth from the start of this cohort to now is evident in your work. And so we definitely want to collectively commend you for that and say congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey. So committee members, from you, my ask is that you complete your evaluation rubrics. After you, I will be providing you with the recording, but please make sure that you provide me with the evaluation rubrics, because as you see, Dr. Melton is one of our committee members, and at the graduate school, we'll be looking for our results so that we can close out Mink's file. Speaking of graduation, Mink, this is a reminder, a courtesy reminder that the last day to file for graduation is tomorrow. So please make sure that you know and hear from me. You can do it. You can officially go on and file for graduation. And please be on the lookout for that exit survey so that you can reflect on your time within this program and provide any additional insight that you would like to help us to grow and make sure that we can serve future dynamic candidates like yourself. Colleagues, anything else before I let you go?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know I love that smile, Meek. Fabulous. Well, with that being said, colleagues, it's 12:15. I'm giving you 15 minutes back for our time today, so you're welcome. And Mink, again, congratulations on your work, not only in this program, but also on a successful COMPS showcase. Ladies and gentlemen, we are concluded for today.
Thank you.